Welcome back to Inner Calling Astrology, where it's never too late to be who you are. Today, we're going to tackle the fourth sign, Cancer. Cancer ushers in the summer season. Now, if we stepped into the garden of a Cancer native, we'd likely find all the comforts of home, lots of pillows and refreshments, iced tea, homemade cookies, and probably a big bowl of summer fruit. And most importantly, we'd find an open heart. Cancer is a water sign, and water is all about feelings. Cancers feel their emotions deeply and are sympathetic to others' feelings. Goal of Cancer is to feel, to gain insight, and heal. This is a life of exploring the inner world. The symbol for Cancer is the crab. The crab wears a protective shell because beneath that shell, it is an utterly vulnerable creature. And in the same way that the soft, sensitive crab needs their shell for protection, no sign appreciates the safety of the four walls of their home more than Cancer. Cancer needs a safe base of operations. The fourth house is synonymous with the physical home, family, land, and psychology. Psychology might seem incongruous with home, family, and land, but if you stop and think about it, many of us log a lot of hours in therapy trying to understand and heal from the treatment received in our early home, our family of origin. A difficult childhood can set us on a lifelong path of healing and self-discovery. Now let's talk about the ruling planet of Cancer. The ruling planet of Cancer is the moon, and it's associated with healing, emotions, intuition, our deepest needs, the whims of the heart which lead us to our very particular brand of happiness. Now let's look at the archetypes for the sign. The archetypes of Cancer are Great Mother, the Healer, the Invisible One. These give you a quick feeling snapshot of the sign of Cancer. The Great Mother is that all-caring, protective mother spirit that loves and heals all. The Cancer archetype of the Invisible One relates to the Cancerian tendency to hide in a familial role. Think about it. Often people outside your family can see you more objectively than family. Family members can sometimes see you strictly as it relates to how well you fulfill your role in the family, how well you fulfill their needs. Cancer people spend a lot of time giving sympathy and care to others, but can be shy about sharing their own troubles or making self-care a priority. For Cancer to fully embody the role of mother healer, they must be willing to heal the self. What past life circumstances could have made being a Cancer a good idea this life? Well, what if your past life was something like some scenes out of The Wizard of Oz? What if you grew up in a house full of emotional turbulence and the ground beneath you was unsteady? And at a young age, let's say you set out on your own yellow brick road to escape a difficult childhood home. But instead of meeting Galinda the Good Witch, The road proved more frightening. You confronted danger and cowardly bullies and con men. Instead of your travels improving your life, let's say life became even more scary and fast-paced. Not a lot of relaxing moments. No time to feel your feelings or have moments of reflection. In a life like that, you don't have time to nurse your wounds. You have to put your feelings aside and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Now imagine what your spirit might need after an incarnation like that. We can see how a harsh, fast-paced, or chaotic life might lead to an incarnation in which you'd now appreciate a safer, kinder existence, in which you'd have time to reflect and recover. And being born with such sensitivity, you'd likely also be attuned to the needs and feelings of others. You'd also likely have come into the incarnation with a bit of caution. Perhaps you would need to build trust with someone in order to feel safe disclosing much about your inner self. Now, in the last month's video about Gemini, we talked about Gemini's fascination with the external environment. In contrast, a Cancer native is concerned with the inner life. The inner world captures the attention of the Cancer. Why don't we take a look at the chart of a Cancer native who left a legacy of healing? Richard Simmons, the fitness expert known for his great Cancerian compassion. The chart indicates that his Cancer sun is in the 10th house of public mission or career, telling us that this healing Cancer energy would be visible to the public in the context of Simmons' career. Richard Simmons helped millions of people to achieve their fitness goals with his widely televised classes and videos, in which he not only gave his students the tools to heal their physical bodies, but their spirits as well. And if we take a look back at his chart, we can see that the healing moon energy, the symbol for the mother, was particularly prominent in Richard's chart. Simmons' moon is in his first house, or what we call the ascendant. The ascendant represents the social mask we wear and refers to the way in which we dawn on people. With Richard Simmons' moon, the symbol for the heart, so visible, his compassion and nurturing qualities would be apparent. We can think of him as wearing his heart on his sleeve in a sense, radiating that healing maternal emotionality. Simmons offered a sense of compassion and moral support not previously seen in the fitness industry. It was this quality of authentic concern, as well as his emotional effervescence, that made him so beloved by his fans. Not surprisingly, Simmons had a beautiful home and was considered something of a hermit in the last decade. Cancer people need a comfortable home to which they may retreat and explore their inner world. And despite how much Cancers give to others, they also tend to withdraw when they are in need. And Simmons was no exception, spending much of his time behind the safe walls of his sanctuary. Simmons exemplified the highest qualities of Cancer. He is beloved by millions and will be remembered with gratitude for giving so many the strength and support to better care for themselves. So let's review. Cancer is a water sign. The ruling planet is the moon, which represents the Great Mother, and it is a cardinal sign because its onset coincides with the start of a season. Additionally, Cancer is associated with the fourth house, which represents home, family, land, and psychology. So you may not have your sun in Cancer, but most people have either a planet or house in the sign of Cancer. So keep in mind during the season of Cancer, remember to indulge yourself. Get that massage. Have some ice cream. Tell someone how you're feeling. Most of all, ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? And then listen for the answer. I look forward to seeing you all next month when we talk about Leo. Until then, it's never too late to be who you are.